So we are going to watch a short video where a young woman who converted into Islam is simply crying on camera. It is very sad. It is heartbreaking. It is just so heartbreaking. It's a window into psychological and theological tension many new converts face when the reality of Islam simply kicks on. At the surface, she's experiencing pain, loneliness, and the overwhelming sense of losing her previous life. Look more closely. She also presents herself with full makeup. I literally don't know what's wrong with her lips. Like they're swollen. It looks like she just got stung by bees. I don't know. And then you can see her earrings and then her wrist. I am looking at her image and all I am thinking is Islamic tradition says no. No to all this.
Oh, Assalamu alaikum. I don't even know how to start this video, and it's not even that deep. But I just wanted to be completely open and honest on here, because if there's anyone else struggling or going through something similar, I don't think people understand how hard it is, for reverts sometimes, especially reverts that have come from a completely different life before. I've come from a completely different life, and that life did not serve me in any way whatsoever. But sometimes it's really hard to think back to when, I had loads of friends, or when I was going out all the time, and, when I was doing this, and I was outgoing, and it's like I'm still myself. I'm still myself, but I'm just the better version of myself. And alhamdulillah, I'm so grateful Allah chose me to become Muslim, but it's hard. It's really hard sometimes when you have loads of people saying, oh, but what about this, or you do this, or oh, but you can't go here, or you can't drink this, or you can't eat that. Have it from so many different angles. It's really hard, but I just wanted to say to anyone and to any other revert struggling or losing faith, never lose faith and never lose trust in Allah, because I was really struggling yesterday, just with thoughts consuming me, and I thought, am I even good enough to be Muslim? Am I even good enough? And subhanallah, one of my duas that I made, and I made an impossible dua. I thought it was impossible, and it got answered yesterday. And subhanallah, definitely trust in Allah, and please just take it easy on reverts, because you almost have to grieve an old life, or you have to grieve a version of yourself, even though it was a really bad version. And the life or who you were wasn't serving you in any way, you still have to grieve that, and it takes time, and it can be lonely, and it can be hard, but Allah is the greatest of planners, and you just have to keep trusting Allah. Subhanallah. Yeah.
So immediately there is a contradiction. Did you pick that up all? So she's lamenting the difficulty of Islamic restrictions while visibly ignoring many of the very restrictions she claims are crushing her. The questions I am thinking are, how did she join a religion and only now learn what it actually teaches? Did anyone explain those rules and regulations to her before she converted? Or did she just jump into something she didn't understand and now later realize what it demands? Then she gives this theological justification for her confidence. She made an impossible prayer and it was answered. Therefore, she concludes this confirms that the trustworthiness of the path she is on. But think with me for a second. If one emotional moment and one answered prayer is her proof, then what happens the days when the prayers are not answered? Does unanswered prayer disprove the belief? Or does the rule only work when it supports her current emotional narrative? Is a handful of feeling or moments enough to build the entire faith on? I think it's no. No, 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 no. Then you've got this loneliness game. She describes losing all of her friends, losing her social world, discovering she can't do this, she can't go there, she can't eat that. This is not uncommon pattern. New converts often feel lonely because their new religion pulls them away from their old support system but doesn't give them a new one right away. And that leads to question that hangs behind her that I'm gently forced to ask, which it doesn't look like she's acknowledging at all. What exactly led her into Islam at the first place? Was it personal search for truth? Was it emotional vulnerability? Was it pressure? Or as as often as it happens, was there a man involved? Someone she married or hoped to marry who become the bridge into the religion? It's just like difficult to hold those questions. It just raises again and raises and raises. And the most amazing moment is at the end of the video. This slogan of Allah is the best of the planners. Very nice, like it's like just a cuddling blanket. Allah is the best of the planners. Yet the Quranic language behind that slogan is carries the meaning of Allah is the best of the deceivers. And here's the thing you cannot ignore. She talks about trust in Allah, trust in Allah. I'll tell you, Miss Muslim. Yes, you can trust in Allah to deceive you, since He's the best of the deceivers.